Hello. Lots of hair, huh? Okay, here's the idea. Classical liberal. You look it up on Google, it says maximize all liberty. Now, could this be true? Well, we take a look at the classical liberal is supposedly a Democrat, a type of Democrat. Is this accurate? Well, we know that the Democratic Party was set up purposefully to promulgate and propagate slavery. So we really think that this is not true. Okay, so we see that they've always been involved in racism and continue to be involved in racism down to this day, with Obama and his check writing, just giving out, free shit all the time. So, is that a strategy that works for humanity? No. Okay, see, he didn't even get how it works. He said, how could Trump possibly make America great again? Well, Trump got on the phone, probably got a lot of people on the phone, finding out a lot of information, making deals. It's called wheeling and dealing. Let's see what we can get something going. Can we work something out? Can we trade this for that? Can we? It's the art of the deal, and of course, putting money into the hands of the experts. As it turns out, the experts are in fact business people. They know their markets. They have the intuition of their market, and so they wisely invest in the market. That's the way it should be. Why the hell do we even have a corporate tax if that's true? It's stupid. We even have death tax? Why the hell would someone tax someone's death? What, just to rip them off so their family doesn't get that money? That's crazy. There's no moral argument or ethical argument for that. It can't even be rationalized, many of these laws here. And that's the problem. We just have social rationalizing. We have inane rulemaking. And it's never in the interest of liberty. So, we have Bernie Sanders, the last election cycle, he lied about Denmark. Denmark has Medicare for all, but they are in fact a capitalist society. They're having a lot of problems with single payer, and they're opting for private insurance. Oh wow, long lines, people dying in line, waiting to get medical procedures, terminal patients dying before they receive help, all sorts of things. And this is just part of the strategy of the Democratic Party. They were born from communist fascism, and they remain that way to this day. So you say Obama, I call him Obama the Red, communist fascist, obviously, because he didn't even get the idea of how to make the economy even good. Not superb or excellent or superlatives. None of that. He's a lazy jackass, really. So we come up to Trump. He has his problems, and that's true. But he knows what he's doing. At least he knows how to make money, and people already predicted that. So the idea is the whole slew of people that are looking to be elected in 2020 on the Democratic side, because they are part and parcel, and they do not denounce the leftist fascism promulgated by communism. their communist belief systems, and their constant, continuous and contiguous lies. They are, one could say that they are in the midst of a sedition against America and against liberties that are self-evident, because we are sovereign beings as individuals, and this cannot be overturned ever. Logic dictates this. Reality dictates it, and we use logic to understand reality. So that's all locked in. So this idea is that socialism works has been debunked, over and over and over again. PragerU, John Stossel, you have other smaller places like Turning Point. They do a decent job, and then there's I can't remember. There's places that play snippets off of the best of Fox News, and Fox News does have some interesting stuff that really that just is a slam dunk on socialism. So obviously these people on the left and are not watching anything other than what they're told to watch. They're lemmings, and I can't say that the right is that much better, but they are willing to debate, and that's the difference. That is the spirit right there of owning oneself, ownership, and being an individual, and being a lover of liberty and all those good things. Seeing the logic of liberty. So imagine if we installed a law that just said you have to use logic in the government. They have to be, you have to have usage. What is this used for? What are all the processes? And then you could actually keep nesting usage and processes inside of each other until you get to the exact truth. That is absolutely true. For, by, because, since, words like that. You have until, while. All those words are used for strict language, the language of logic, and that would trash the Democratic Party. In fact, they would just they could no longer operate. They would cease to exist. What it would be between people who believe in liberty but have an authoritarian view that there are stops. That in civilization we must have some type of stoppers there, and then and then you have the libertarian side, which I agree with. That if it comes to lawmaking, criminality, that's one thing, but anytime you try to dictate human nature, you're running right against nature. Did I say that right? And I believe that has always been true. So, all vices should be legal and things like that. All secular government, but we're never ever going to get to secular government. There's too many people with an authority to view of government to say that we could ever actually make a rule that we could test religion and see its validity. And I like expressing these things because this is an intellectual discussion I'm trying to have that is reasonable. It's not snowflake bullshit that I see in videos every day. I have legitimate reasons for the way I think, and I do understand. Some people have authoritarian views that say that civilization just can't live without, and I do get that. But then I disagree. Okay, so that's about all I have to say. Is in the future, I think if people make the right decisions, the Democratic Party will go away, and it'll just be between an authoritarian view of liberty and a completely free view of liberty, unrestricted liberty. Thank you.